The flag has a special significance to me. In 2001, my daughter joined the Marine Corps. Came home, she was a senior, said, "Dad, I'm joining the Marine Corps." She'd already been accepted to the college of her choice, and I said, "Really?" Apparently, some recruiter had made the statement that the Marine Corps was looking for a few good men, and she took that as quite a challenge. She joined the Marine Corps and signed up for heavy equipment maintenance. Another surprise to me, for a great daughter, great in school, I wasn't sure she could change a tire. But in 2004, she volunteered for a special unit. And she went to Iraq with the Marine Corps' first mortuary affairs unit. And this was at a time when the Marines were retaking Fallujah. And when she came back, I reached out to her. It was obvious that she was a mess. And she said, "Dad, you just wouldn't understand." Eventually, she got her life back together enough to go to community college, and when she graduated, she went on to SUNY Fredonia, and she went back afterwards, and with the help of a professor, wrote a book about her experience. And after she had written a manuscript, she put it aside for months because it was too painful to proofread. Eventually, she published it. And I got a copy of the book, and I read it, and my daughter was right. I did not and could not understand what she went through. But I want to share just one passage from that book that relates to our flag. And her job in Iraq was to process all the fallen soldiers. And when they were done inventorying everything, and doing all the record keeping, this is what she wrote. "We would then put the remains in a clean box, in a clean body bag, and put the bag in a metal box that we called an aluminum transfer case, similar to a coffin. We then placed the case in a reefer where it stayed cool. And when it was time to take it to the flight deck to go home, we would drape an American flag over that box and carry out a processional, a separate one for each set of remains. Four of us, one at each corner of the case, would walk it through 2 rows of Air Force personnel who were there to do the flying. They would all salute the remains as we walked through. They would salute as if they were saluting the President of the United States, as if they were saluting their own fallen family members. Ramrod straight backs, their arms at a 45-degree angle. There was such a strong emotion contained in that salute. I didn't run for office because I thought New York State was perfect or that the United States was perfect. I ran for office because I hoped that my service in some way would make it better. But when I see that flag, it reminds me of the men and women who put their life on the line in an effort to make our country greater. All of us are here with the hopes that our input will make this great state even greater and this great country even more great. But we need to remember that the flag was something that was bought at an incredible price by our young men and women who put everything on the line to give us the opportunity to contribute in the future. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.